Great. Rex Ryan. Perfect. Water slide.
Whee!
Wonderful. New England Patriots.
Yes.
Deflategate. Counts. Puppies.
Ruff.
Oh, wow. That was a wonderful impersonation of a dog. Is that a talent of yours that you knew you had?
Yes, it is.
Katie Nolan.
She's okay.
It's rude. Tonight on the show, we hand out medals for Snapchatting. Martellus Bennett tells me why he deserves to be a Patriot, and oh, don't worry, we'll get to Draymond. But first, I don't normally talk about things I did over the weekend on this show, mainly because there's already a show on TV that sums up what most of my weekends are like, called Naked and Afraid. But this weekend, I had a really cool experience. I went to Miami to speak at a conference hosted by the Association for Women in Sports Media, appropriately abbreviated as AWESOME. And it really was. I got to meet and talk to so many young women who are starting out in this industry or about to start out in the industry. And I don't want to be too much of a softie here, but suffice it to say, I left feeling really inspired and optimistic about the future of sports and women and all of that. Feeling great. And then I get home and I find out, while I was gone, this happened.
2 Texas A&M assistant football coaches have been suspended 2 weeks without pay for a presentation they made at a charity event earlier this week.
Their presentation took place Wednesday at the annual Chalk Talk event, which is held for women in our area, and it benefits Twin City Mission. Images posted from the event online show slides from Turner and Banks's presentation that had references to work in the kitchen and sexual overtones.
Fun fact, Sexual Overtones was actually the name of my a cappella group in college. Our milkshake brought all the boys to the yard. But okay, so some coaches maybe made a few jokes at this women's event and they didn't land, right? So let's take a look at these slides that people are calling offensive. What do we got? All right, pass blocking rules, the do's. Spread them again, get erect, stay erect, bang him hard. Okay, offensive, yes, but also that doesn't make any sense. If you're gonna go with a sexual analogy, you have to commit. Like, I'm spreading them, getting erect, and also banging him hard? Who has the penis in this scenario? Do we have another slide? Run blocking rules, the do's. Spread your legs, enter front, not behind, push hard, finish on top. What are you even trying to tell me to do? I'm spreading my legs, but then I'm also doing the entering. Do you even sex, bro? As if these weren't stupid enough, Dumb and Dumber over here also rewrote the Aggies fight song, which they call a war hymn, to make it more of a war-her, if you will, for the female audience. This remix to Cognition features lyrics like, "We are putting down our dish towels and taking off our gloves, no more Lysol or Cascade. We want to score touchdowns and walk in the parade." You know, it's actually impressive that they managed to find words that make less sense than the words in the original song. Words like hullabaloo, connect, and chiggaroogarem. So, real words. Really, with this story, I thought for sure we were done with this tone-deaf trend of teams hosting events for women and making them a huge pandering mess. I thought we were done in 2013 when the Astros hosted a ladies' night where women could learn about baseball and enjoy complimentary beauty treatments. I'm not sure which of those members of the Astros are less qualified to give me, but thanks. I thought we were done in 2015 when Ladies' Night at Nationals Park featured a dance contest and this promotional photo. There's no crying in baseball, but there's plenty of wine. What about puking? Is there puking? And I thought for sure we were done at this time last year when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers launched this.
Red is the Buccaneers' brand new women's movement that will be led by all of you, the women of Tampa Bay. Our goals for Red are simple. We want to help grow your understanding and enjoyment of Buccaneers football. Other events planned will bring the women of Red together to provide practical advice and helpful tips on how to express your love for the pewter and red through creative design projects, fashion-forward team apparel, inventive culinary creations, and much, much more.
But But how much more is there? You did culinary and you did the fashion. Guys, here's the thing. Now, I know this sounds crazy, but I promise it's true. You just gotta trust me, okay? Women can like and enjoy sports for the same reasons as men. Yeah, we don't need everything to be pink. We don't need there to be wine. We're not just there because big, hunky, athletic dudes are wearing tight pants, although, dudes, keep that up, please, because mama like. We like sports because sports are sweet. A lot of us weren't encouraged to like or play them as kids, which means, yeah, we're a bit behind you dudes in terms of getting to claim ownership of them. But a recent Gallup poll found that while 66% of adult men describe themselves as sports fans, so do 51% of women. It's really not as far off as the narrative suggests. From a purely business standpoint, those numbers say to me that there are a lot of people, male and female, who aren't spending their dollars on sports. A smart team or university would try to get these people in the door and convert them into lifelong fans, not hand them a swag bag of Milwaukee Brewers underwear, mansplain what a play clock is, and hope they're too dumb, drunk, or full of finger food to find the exit. A smart team or university would try to educate all of their fans, male and female, because while there are women who don't know the ins and outs of every sport, there are also plenty of men. Trust me, a lot of them work in this industry. A smart team or university would make their fans, male and female, feel respected and welcome inside their stadium, not do this. Because what this says is that there are sports fans and then there are women, and the women are only here for the free wine. And I get it. I get how it might be hard for men to understand what it feels like to identify with a community while consistently and repeatedly being told by that community that you're not a part of it. I'm being serious. I really do get that you can't see where we're coming from, because sports have always been a really welcoming space for you guys. So I figured the best way to explain how it feels to be, reduced to a bunch of stereotypes you may or may not even identify with would be just to show you. Men, dudes, homeboys, round up your wolf pack and join us for Men's Night at the Ballpark. We've got everything that guys like you love, or at least you would love if you weren't so damn afraid of commitment. Take part in one of our burping contests. Play a game of pin the boob on the boob. Stuff your face with all-you-can-eat buffalo wings wrapped in bacon, deep-fried and covered in cheese. Then wash it all down with an IPA no one has ever heard of. The event will also feature a special information session where women will teach you how baseball works in a language you can understand. In baseball, the playing field is made up of 4 bases. You've got first base, which is, Then you've got second base, which is third base, which I think is. Then head out to your seats and enjoy the ball game. Just kidding. Sit there and talk with the rest of the bros around you about how much you love the Wire. And as if that's not enough, the first 100 dudes will leave with a complimentary gift bag, which includes Axe body spray, a year Brazzers membership, and a woman for you to do whatever you want with. Tickets are going fast, so round up your bros and let's bro out. Man, yeah, pin the boob on the boob. Where can I play that? Coming up, Martellus Bennett comes in for a job interview. We'll be right back. Oh, welcome back to Garbage Time, guys. The Olympics start this week, but if you think about it, the world's greatest are already competing against each other for who has the best Snapchats. Yeah. Right, so let's take a look at who's medaling this week in the Snapchat Olympics. Woo! There it is. Lovely title card. Lots of worthy competitors to choose from, but the bronze medal goes to Serena Williams, who's getting ready for Rio with her sister Venus.
Hey, Venus. New BFF. No. Who are you talking to now? Who? Who?
Bronze medal for Serena. This is the only time Serena will ever come in third, ever. Our silver medalist is Ryan Lochte, who decided to make an interesting and douchey fashion choice.
At the hair salon, I could be coming out looking like a new person. Help. Next stop,
Rio de Janeiro.
That's not how you pronounce that. Important to note, the glasses and the lipstick are a filter. The hair is not. And hey, Ryan, nothing says, I'm going for gold, like dyeing your normally gold hair silver. But our gold medal performance goes to, you guessed it, Draymond Green, who, he had himself quite a week. Yeah, Draymond Green never sleeps, except on the Cavs when his team is up 3-1 in the finals. And yes, I know that's not the Snapchat you thought I was going to show you, but guys, this is a family show, so the best I can do is this, which I think sums it up. Could we make it 2 different colors? No big deal. Congrats to Draymond Green on winning the... You looked at it too! Congrats to Draymond Green on winning the gold. You had the best week on Snapchat, but also the worst. This has been the Snapchat Olympics. Title card is even better the second time. All right, moving on. The Patriots will be missing their leader for the first 4 games of the season, but on the bright side, they added a new weapon on offense to complement Rob Gronkowski, Martellus Bennett. Now, Bennett said last week he's ready to practice with Garoppolo and Brady because he's dated 2 girls at the same time before. I like the guy. I just want to make sure that he's truly Patriot material. So I had him come in for a job interview with me, which I'm definitely totally qualified to do.
Hello.
Hi, Martellus. Thanks for coming in today. Did you bring your resume?
Yes, I did.
May I have it?
Sure.
Take notes, okay? Yeah. Who would you like to list as your references?
Steve Jobs. Michael Bennett, my brother, he plays for Seahawks. He knows a lot about football, so he could recommend me very well.
Okay, we just need one more.
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan, lovely. And so what...
Not the Peter Pan from the book, my best friend Peter Pan from my childhood.
Okay. What do you think Peter Pan will say about you when I contact him?
That I'm magical, and that at once I was a lost boy, but now I am a man.
Striking similarities to that Peter Pan from the book. I've noticed you've moved around from job to job recently. You worked in Dallas, New York, Chicago. Convince me that you want to be here in New England for good.
I've been a lot of places through this journey, what we call life, and I do not know where the destination will be when it ends. But I do know that a chapter in my book needs to be in New England. And I feel like this is going to be the best chapter of my story so far.
If I asked one of your former coworkers to describe you, what kind of words do you think they would use?
Amazing, awesome, brilliant.
Are we going in alphabetical order?
Courageous, determined, elated, fantastic, gregarious, handsome.
Martellus, tell me about a time that you had to overcome adversity in the workplace.
Well, that was the one game that we were losing. I separated my shoulder in the second quarter. I'm running down the sideline, my shoulder's killing me, I can't raise my arm, but this moment Jay Cutler throws me the ball, and adversity looked me in my face, and I looked adversity back in his face, and I said, you.
What would you say is your biggest weakness?
My quirkiness. The people mistake it for kindness.
And it's not kindness.
No, it's not at all. It's just quirkiness. I don't know if quirkiness is kind. I don't know if quirkiness is mean. I don't know if quirkiness has emotion. It's just a way of being. That rhymed.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Are you working on any side projects I should know about?
I make interactive children's book apps. You search Hey AJ in any search app store and you can find it. And I run a company called Imagination Agency, and I make lots of cool stuff. I am the creative director of Awesomeness.
That's quite a lot. You're a very busy man.
Not too busy to go win a championship, though.
That's the attitude we like here.
Football's first.
Absolutely. Let's imagine you find out that one of your coworkers, let's say his name is Tom, you find out that maybe he might have broken the rules of the office. How would you handle that situation?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I love him. Hire him immediately. Great answer. Thanks, Martellus. I'm confused but convinced. But mostly confused. Coming up, we make a bunch of childish sex jokes for once. But first, speaking of the Patriots, today is a very special day, so I forced the office to celebrate. Hey guys, can I get everyone in the conference room right now? Need to talk to you. Psych! Just kidding, it's a birthday party!
For who?
It's Tom's, duh.
Tom who?
Tom Brady's birthday today. Guys, you should know that. Let's celebrate, or you're fired. Get in here and celebrate! Now! Okay, here we go. I'm gonna spin ya. Spinning ya. Okay. Now wait right there. Take this. And go. Ah. Okay, who's next for pin the tail on the Gronky? Everybody loves working here. Welcome back to Garbage Time. It's time for Ad Two pin the blank on the blank jokes. One episode. First up, I'm going to add the Chicago Bears for tweeting about the Super Bowl of reality television and trying to convince JoJo not to pick Jordan Rodgers in the season finale of The Bachelorette on Monday. Now, I don't want to have any spoilers here in case anyone hasn't seen it, but suffice it to say, no matter what, they don't end up together. And I'm going to drop the NFL for also tweeting about The Bachelorette by congratulating JoJo and Jordan with this and a sick montage of his career highlights. Yep, all of his most important, probably could have put that in a vine, just like one little vine. His most important career highlights, I assume, are the blonde ones. Next, I'm going to add fake Andy Reid, who opened up the Chiefs press conference on Monday.
The team's looking pretty great out there. So with that being said, time's yours.
Is that a play sheet?
Yes, it is. That's my cue, good luck. Come on, beautiful. Go get your hamburger.
My favorite part of fake Andy Reid is that was a bar menu that he was holding instead of like a playbook. But it actually doesn't matter because all of Andy Reid's plays are named after sandwiches. And speaking of sandwiches, I'm going to drop the National Hot Dog and Sausage Council, first of all, for existing, but also for not just declaring that a hot dog is obviously not a sandwich. They put out a press release that said the hot dog sandwich debate to continue at the 2016 Chicago Hot Dog Fest this weekend. It doesn't have to! It's over! You know how you know it's over? It's a hot dog fest, not a sandwich fest. And lastly, I'm going to add Ravens place kicker Justin Tucker for kicking this absurd field goal during Ravens training camp early this week. The NFL record for a field goal is 64 yards, and this one by Tucker was 69, fives. Yeah. Speaking of 69s, fives, I'm going to drop Vivid Entertainment because after the Draymond Snapchat incident that we mentioned earlier, they sent him this letter offering him $100,000 to appear in a porn titled Drezilla. Drezilla? Really? That's the best that you guys could pitch? I have a couple. How about, of course I do. How about Wet Drains? Do you like it then? Or Power Bottom Forward? Or Take It to the Hole? What about Love and Basketball? That's it for Adra! Coming up, we shout out an Olympic gymnast for playing Pokemon Go. What a time to be alive. We'll be right back. Damn it! Damn it! Welcome back to Garbage Time, guys. Running out of time in this show, but there's some stuff we didn't cover. So before we go, some quick shout-outs. Shout out to flossing, which a new government study says may not be effective. To think how much time I wasted flossing that one time. Shout out to Ryan Fitzpatrick, who had this ridiculous new hairstyle at the beginning of Jets training camp until he cut it today. It's too bad. We're used to a Jets quarterback looking terrible. Shout out to a Japanese Olympic gymnast who ran up a $5,000 phone bill in Rio playing Pokemon Go. So there's one Olympian who won't need any of those free condoms. Finally, shout out to our Garbage Time Hero of the Week. This week, it's this guy. What? Does that count? That's amazing. That's all for this week, guys. Next week on Garbage Time, Tony Romo joins Weight Watchers. Can I gamble on Olympic trampoline? And I pretend I didn't watch the Hall of Fame game. Thanks to Martellus Bennett for coming by and to you guys for watching. Be sure to check out our podcast this week. We have Jonah Carey. Have a great week. Here's more garbage. Can I gamble on trampoline, though? I need it. I need it. Why do I have you here if you don't speak up and say something? Anyway, you can also be called out if somebody tags you. It's just like at the strip club. As soon as there's contact, you're out. Welcome back to... Okay, wait, what? Is that what we're doing now? No, you're single. That's okay. You a virgin too? I could tell when you walked in. What would you say is your biggest strength? Your smile. That's great. Can you just draw that for me? Funny seeing you here. Are we going? Oh, I'm sorry. I was just sitting here, living. Hello again. Every time that comes on the screen now. Is that it? Wait, is that it? Wait, I wasn't ready! Oh, everybody started clapping. It's Tom Brady's birthday. Are you kidding me? Eat some cake.
Who cares?
You're fired. Woo! Yeah. You guys feel me? They get it. You're so fired.
Like right now?
Yeah, like right now.
I have to go
You're
right now.
fired.